Hello, everyone. Welcome to GetSportsFocus. Make sure to follow and subscribe to our channel. This is GSF Weekly number 6, and here is what you can expect for this week. We got the St. Francis Lancers hosting the Serra Padres in a rugby scrimmage. This might as well be an official match because, man, it sure didn't look like a scrimmage to me. The boys were hitting hard. Great to see Colin Taitua, Johnny Latu, aka John Wick, and the rest of the CIF state football open runner-up, Serra Padres, get it on with the GSF football all-stars from St. Francis. Team captain Keala Ke'anaina, Solomon Tupa, Ofa Toilela, and the young guys, Kingston Ke'anaina, Solomon Pifaletti, just to name a few. We'll show you more highlights in a little bit. We also checked out the CCS North qualifying tournament at Fremont High School, where the Los Gatos Wildcats dominated with 11 wrestlers in the finals. Plus, we saw 2 of our GSF senior all-stars go at it in the heavyweight division. Nova Takafua from Fremont against Ozzy Cadena of Wilcox. We'll show you the full matchup. And speaking of GSF 5-star, the Silicon Valley Classic was just that for the host team this past Sunday, us. Classic. We got some highlights. A little bit of everything from everybody. We saw some ballers. 8th grade phenom Isaac Liu, freshman sensation Elijah Anderson from Gunderson. We got Axio's Robert Holston. He went off for Coach Andrew's team. Coach Andrew will be joining me as well later on. And Team Toa Strength back in full force. They were there. Coach Retta's Central Coast Stars repping the red and the white. They had 2 very talented teams entered in the tournament. Check out Mr. Hernandez here with the moves. Nice. Our Heroes team, they did well. We got some young talent, people. And speaking of young talent, activated, competed for the first time in the GSF tournament series, and they did absolutely awesome. They played in the championship against the GSF Unlimited, and that went all the way into overtime. Sudden death, actually. We got some killer highlights. But here's the thing. Parker Threet is officially my nephew. And with that, I could say Parker Threet is the best player in CCS.
Man, he's talented. I've been watching him play. He could catch the ball. Like when they throw it back to him, he's catching it with one hand and putting it on the tee. Crazy arm strength. Yeah, he's super talented. He could just play everywhere for real. I don't know. I bet you when the pads come on, he's probably a runner too. So I mean, yeah, a lot of talent there. A lot of talent.
Yes, the man can do anything and everything. Yeah, Parker went off, and tournament MVP for Mr. Threet. And we have a couple of tournaments coming up back-to-back this weekend. Saturday, we're going to be at the Avery Strong tournament at Woodside High School. And then on Sunday, the GSF Super Team is back. And this is going to be Super Team number 2. Registration still open. You're watching Get Sports Focus Weekly, aka GSF Weekly. I don't know what this was, but this was a congratulations to the GSF Unlimited team for winning the Silicon Valley Classic Championship. We'll have more highlights coming up.
Get Sports Focus is brought to you by Summit Partners, leaders in growth equity investing. Weightsandbars.com. Build your home gym and shop locally from the Bay Area's best fitness equipment experts. Ike's Love in Sandwiches. Championship level sandwiches every single time. South Bay Construction. A reputation built on trust. And by Game Breaker, the official safety and uniform partner of Get Sports Focus.
What's going on, Coach Andrew?
Oh, just got finished training. A couple of my guys getting ready for NFL Pro Day.
Nice.
Yeah, just getting that. So,
Getting that.
we're at, Oh yeah, I mean we were at where were we at? We were at Monte Vista Christian today. Just getting a nice workout in.
Nice. So we are in week 6, coach. We just finished a
Man,
weekend of action-packed Silicon Valley Classic 7-on-7 tournament.
yeah, we did.
If you look to my left,
I don't want to.
I needed to change the imagery right over here. Yeah, man, that was a really good, intense tournament.
Intense is a good word,
Yes.
but I don't. Can we just blur that image?
Can't.
I know.
Don't know how
No,
to
you
do
guys.
that part.
You guys.
By the way,
you guys-
people, the
you guys did well.
GSF Senior All-Star hoodies are in. This is some really nice gear right here. Check out the back.
Nice. What number is that?
34. That was my number.
Yeah, look at you.
I was a wannabe Bo Jackson back in the days. Wannabe, yes. Yeah, so we actually won this thing, which was pretty cool. Went into double overtime against a pretty young squad, activated. They're from the Peninsula, MA, San Mateo. We got a bunch of Serra guys. So got heated at the end, but it was actually it was a well played finals game. High scoring. I don't know what happened to our defense. Defense allowed so many. Yeah, we got to work on that, guys. But anyways, I want to concentrate on our first game against you guys. Incredible game.
That was an incredible
Let's
game.
roll some highlights while we're talking about this. Well, you
Okay.
We scored. You scored.
You scored.
You scored. Did we even make a stop, or did you guys even make a stop?
I
Like,
think we got one.
I think we got one too.
You guys got one too. So
You got
it
the
was
ball
the-
last, so and you dropped the dime. Whoever that
Yeah.
keeper was, that was nice. To Robert. Woo!
Abel Galindo Hollister San
Nice.
Benito to Robert Holston. That was kind of a it was we knew the time. We knew the time was running down. We knew it was the last play. So I kind of just called. I just called it. He wasn't even the first option on it. Abel read it, and he saw that Robert got loose. It was a shootout between all four QBs. It was a shootout.
Yeah.
That was
all your
good.
4 or ours too?
You too, yeah. So
Okay.
Parker and Nick and Jackson and Abel. It was a complete shootout.
It was.
I loved it. That was a high scoring game too.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I challenged our guys to score more than 100 points during pool play, and they got like 124, something like that. Because I told them, if you scored this many points, there's a high possibility that you will place high, and if you go beyond that, you will most likely win this thing. And it kind of worked. So my challenge next week is more than 200 points for Saturday. Well, every tournament is going to be 200 points now, because they got a total of 199. That's including the championship. Yeah.
Okay. That's a high stakes one right there.
Yeah, they got to score.
Okay.
Score. Hopefully the defense will show up.
That's the same with I gotta say the same thing. It's the same thing with us. I think we've scored on every drive offensively. I would say at least we get close to scoring every drive offensively, and it's hard, when your offense is putting up all the points and your defense is giving up just as many. So
Yeah.
it's got to tighten that up, and it's all about learning. As long as the kids are learning, that's what's important. So at least there's that. It gives them a little bit more time to really like understand their coverages. On the defensive side, but our offense is clicking. It's
Yeah.
really good. So I gotta definitely give it to the guys. They played really well, and I'm excited for this weekend.
I like the young guys. I like how they did. You guys had some young. You guys had a young team. We had the heroes, and I thought they played well.
Oh
Both
yeah.
teams. Legacy played really well. They had an eighth grader QB, Isaac
Mhm.
Luke. He was nice.
Oh
Um,
yeah. We
I know
there's
CCS. They also had a young team there. They were also
the
pretty good.
the red team, right?
The red team, yes.
Yeah. Our second team is primarily based of the younger guys. So freshman, eighth grade. I think our youngest is a sixth grader,
Yeah, I saw him.
and he's playing well. And our eighth graders were actually the ones that were making the plays.
Yeah,
This yeah, on Sunday, I was actually really really surprised. They rose to the occasion. I think for them to like see more field time and getting the field time and knowing that like they're going to be playing the same people as the other team. I think they did well with it. I think one of our eighth graders got 3 picks. He got 3 interceptions. I was like, wow, look at
and I
you.
think I think he head topped one of our guys.
He did. No, that was the other. So that was our other eighth grader,
Oh, the
and he,
other. Okay.
yeah, and he made sure he let him know too. Like I love the celebrating, and it's funny when it comes from like the younger kids. It's really funny.
Oh yeah. We had Elijah Anderson once again making plays. He's gonna move
Hmm.
up to unlimited this week for us. So
Nice.
he earned it, and I think Prince Collins as well. But we'll see.
Okay.
I like the new kid, Kyle from Piedmont Hills. He looked like he could do some damage in the future. So, um, but yeah, man, I appreciate all the teams that came out. Toa, CCS, Coach Rueda's team, obviously you guys, the Mr. Carr's team, the Legacy, and yeah, that was a nice event. We're set for March 12th at Sequoia High School, and we're gonna have 4 total fields for that one.
Nice.
So things are starting to go around, and I think we're gonna have a good amount of teams there. So it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Um, saw some rugby this weekend.
I saw the highlights from that. Wow.
A very physical rugby game. No, it
Ah,
wasn't a game. It was a scrimmage.
yeah, that didn't look like a scrimmage. Like
No, it didn't. It
it
looked like an
just
all-out war.
is. I think is it who's number 12? Is that Kiala? Is Kiala number
Kiala,
12?
yeah. Kiala's number
Man,
12 for St. Francis.
who? Yeah, whoever hit him, like they
I was
wanted to hit him.
calling Taitoa.
Jeez, man. But that looked really. I wish I was able to like go and watch that live because that would have been a fun game to watch. But you can just see like with the way that they were kind of running around with the ball, the way that their ball movement is. SF just looks more. St. Francis just looks more polished. If you want to say
Yes,
it that way,
I would
they
say
just look
so.
way more
I would,
polished.
yeah, they got the strategy going. They're very what do you call that? Uh can't find the word. But the way they were moving look a little bit more
Fluid.
organized. I'm not saying Sarah was disorganized. I think Sarah was just out there to just like hit people. They were really physical. They're ripping the ball off. I didn't see that in the first game. Because San Joaquin Memorial, obviously they got shut out most of the game, but they were kind of um they were moving the ball, but Serra was very, very aggressive with the ball. And when you see this whole thing, I'll just roll the entire thing on a separate video. But they were going for the ball, they were making big tackles, things like that. St. Francis, they were more about like pass the ball around, get guys open. I don't even know what I'm talking about right now. But they did win. It was like 38-6 or something like that. It was already 28-0 when we left. We went to the CCS North Wrestling, which was great, by the way. So if you guys want to see more of the highlights from the rugby game or rugby scrimmage between Serra and St. Francis, check it out on a separate link below. But right now, we're going to talk about wrestling. CCS North featured Los Gatos with 11 total finalists.
Wow.
Yeah, St. Francis had a couple of finalists. I think 3 actually. Our guy Bryce Luna won his match. We had the heavyweights were all GSF All-Star football players. Nova Takafua, Ozzy Cadena, and Andrew Leal from the King's Academy. Took 1, 2, and 3. They were pretty proud of it too. I know Andrew came up to me and was like, "Hey, coach, GSF All-Star 1, 2, 3." I was like, "What are you talking about?" I thought he was trying to do a break. He was talking about the placers, so that was nice. I'm not sure if that whole process was received well though.
Which one? The new format?
Yeah, I talked to a few coaches that are, they're like mostly guys that have been around coaching for a while, and I asked them if they like the new format. They said no, we like league and then CCS and then section. So
I could see that. I think it's coming off of from like, it lengthens the season a little bit, because usually it's usually league, CCS, state. Now it's league, CCS regional, masters, then state. So it's like you're adding an additional week, because I'm assuming like after masters, state's just the following week.
Yep, the third.
Yeah. So
yeah,
because I mean, I remember like, they had like, you would have time, right, in between CCS and state. Even between league and CCS, you have like maybe a week. You could train. You get to train with like other people from like other schools. For example, like, with, wrestling at MIDI, we were able to wrestle with like, all the other WCAL schools. We kind of just trained together because, we're representing the West Catholic. So I think that's what people were just used to, because this change happened, maybe last year.
Yeah.
So I think
this is the first year.
Yeah, it's still fresh. I mean, for example, like, out here, they have, so you have league finals for like the league, and then you have the masters league meet for track, just for as an example. And then from there, that's who goes to CCS. So it's like, I think it's just because there's so many people in the section, you want to just kind of like bring it down a little bit to like who's the best representatives from the CCS to go to state.
I see.
Like the best of the best.
You know what's crazy is as I was shooting the finals and looking at the wrestlers and their coaches, I saw a lot of former wrestlers in the area coaching now. I thought that was pretty cool. I saw Armando Gonzalez Jr. He is at Bellarmine, I think. He was from Gilroy, right?
Yeah.
4-time CCS champ, I believe. He's coaching. Nico Villarreal from Gilroy, 3-time state champion.
Yeah.
And obviously he had the biggest match upset in history. He beat the guy that would have won 4 in a row in the last like 12 seconds of the match. I don't know if you've seen that match, but Nico is actually a really good friend of Get Sports Focus. I followed him since he was like, I think he was like a middle schooler. I see him running around practice when Armando was in high school with Adine and guys that you wrestled.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter Collins. Dang.
Oh man.
Going back to 07, 08, around there.
Was it Crane from Fremont, the Novachkov brothers?
Novachkov brothers. Yeah, a lot of those guys are coaching. It was pretty cool. And man, I don't know. I like, it was nice, but it was felt incomplete because you didn't have the Gilroys, you didn't have the Christophers, you didn't have the, Palma. It was split, so you were missing a lot of those schools. And I get it. I understand the frustration from some of the teams and coaches. I don't like it. Maybe later on I will, in a year or two. But right now, they didn't even have like awards. Here's the thing. This is my issue with wrestling, high school wrestling, especially in the Bay Area. Before COVID, they started doing this, where it used to be like getting into the finals match was super special in any tournaments. A lot of the tournaments, the gym route, the mid-cals, there's a bunch of them. I can't remember all of them right now, but I remember covering wrestling, and I would usually just show up for the finals. An hour before the finals, usually they do it at 6 or 7 o'clock, maybe 5:30. Then they'll have the brackets, and then they'll go, yeah, we're going to be on in about 40 minutes. We're kicking everybody out of the gym. And then they're readmitting everybody in. It'll be dark with a spotlight in the middle of the mat. It used to be like that. They stopped doing that. I don't know why, but it seems like everybody's in a hurry these days. That special moment is like fizzled out. From a media standpoint, I love that stuff because it looks cool. It just looks cool. I mean, overfelt tournament, mid-cals, definitely CCS. They used to have the spotlight, center mat, dark all around, and just like dramatic. And yeah, they don't do that anymore. I don't know why. I don't know. They're trying to save money on electricity or staff or whatnot. But I think it goes against the sport. Because here's a sport that is like growing still, especially with the girls.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's kind of, it seems like it's not as important anymore to get to the finals, because they're not willing to go that extra mile. It's an extra hour or two. I'm sure. I don't know if I'm a wrestler and I'm in junior high, I'd be looking forward to that. But like, man, can you imagine wrestling under the spotlight in the middle of the gym? They do it at dual meets. I know that, but yeah, with like 10 people in the stands.
Yeah.
But there's something special about a packed gym. And then they do the face off. That's usually good. They do it at CCS, but now they have both girls and boys matches going on at the same time. And if one ends, you have to wait for the other one to end. And so there's an open mat and everybody's just talking and walking around. There's no like focus. There's no focus. I don't know how the rest of the country does it, but here in California, Bay Area, they don't do that anymore. And then you see footage from like Buchanan versus Clovis. They got a raised mat, the stands are full, and it's a dual meet. So yeah. So that's the only thing. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I just want to bring that up to you guys, coaches, wrestlers, admins. What happened? Why? Is wrestling not that important? Tell me.
Dang.
Well, it's mainly because it's cool to have those spotlight matches. I think if you do the survey, every single wrestler, they will put a check next to that box. Right? What do you think, Coach Andrew? Did you ever wrestle under the spotlight in the CCS finals or any tournament finals?
No, because I never made it that far. I think the furthest I made it at a tournament was third.
Nice.
Third. That was about it. But no, at the dual meets, I can tell you exactly which schools. I mean, being in WCL, St. Francis,
They had a spotlight.
there. Then we did spotlight Bellarmine. Right? We did, yeah, Bellarmine did a spotlight. Midi, we did it for our senior night, my senior year. And I think Valley Christian, we did it there too. Yeah, so you know, it's just something about it. It's like it zeroes in on what's happening on the mat. All the attention is on that match only, and it's just so freaking cool.
Yeah. Well, this Masters over the weekend, they had the girls and the boys. First place match, third place match, fifth place match going all at the same time. And then when one finished, they decided to plug in a match on the empty mat to speed things up. And I get it. You want to get out of there. But I think that goes to show like how the sport kind of just, I don't know. It seems like it's going down.
I hope it's not. You know, I don't think it needs. It's not. I think it's just it needs a little bit more attention.
Yes, there you go. That's what I'm looking for. That word. They need attention. They need to just put a little bit more attention and recognition to the finalist, to the guys that really deserve it, and girls.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and if they're doing this Masters thing, like, you know, and you have the time to develop, like, you know, to get ready for something like that, why not? You know, go all out. It's the finals. You know, it's the finals before state. Everyone knows at state they do it like that. It's center mat, light.
Yeah.
Boom.
Even state, they have two matches going on at the same time.
Yeah, it's usually what.
And they wait for the weight class to be over before they start the next match. I don't think there's a lot of difference in time. Because if, let's say, you and I wrestle for the finals and you pin me in like 20 seconds, then the next match goes on, right? Versus like, okay, we have an open mat for at least the duration of the other match going on at the same time. It's like, dude, I don't know, man. I don't know. Anyways, so that was the Masters. Are we supposed to talk about anything else?
Yeah, I mean, what do we got this weekend?
This weekend we have the Avery Strong Tournament with Mr. Brandon Huffman. I think he's going to be in the house for this one. It's at Woodside High School. We got a team going. Still got to confirm my guys.
We got a team going.
Yeah. And then we got Super Team on Sunday. We will have Drip Academy joining us. And I believe Coach Mann's team from Salinas is going to be coming up for that one. It's an afternoon tournament. So plenty of time to get to the location, guys. Yeah, we'll have a couple of teams. You guys have a couple of teams, and there's 3 more teams that are trying to get in, but we're trying to keep it a low number so that we can have a nice workout quality tournament. It's not about the number of teams, it's about the quality of play. It's kind of like what we go for. Yeah, so it should be a fun one. Did you see the feature on your MIDI boys?
I did. I need to go take that plaque because I didn't get one last weekend.
Oh, we got the plaque. the plaque already. So should be they're gonna be back. Oh, high intensity. Yes, they are coming back.
Yeah, and
Go back to back, coach.
I don't know. The debut of the XCO seniors is coming.
Yeah.
This has been a few weeks in the making. And this team will surprise everybody.
I heard about the boys, and it's gonna be a nice battle.
Oh, I'm excited. They're coming to play, and they're also going out there to like have like a ton of fun. So
Yeah.
you know, I'm excited for that. But you know, I just saw the schedule for the Avery Strong tournament. So it's an afternoon start.
It's
Yeah,
out
it's afternoon start.
for
Mhm.
the high school.
Yeah, it's afternoon. We start in the afternoon.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks like we play you guys
We play
at
you guys?
3:20. Mhm.
No way.
Yeah, 3:20.
How did that happen?
Yeah, so I don't know, but we got to get ready for 2024's Alf. Are you ready for this?
Yes, I'm ready. I don't think they're ready.
I don't think they are either. And guess what? Most of the kids have next week, mid-winter break. You don't have school. So you know what you could do is you can come here and get on the lasers that are going to be used at the Top Dog so that you understand what it is that you are doing.
True.
It is true. Like, you know, I want to make sure, like, you know, all the 24s that are going to be participating, you guys need to really like understand like what it is that you're going to be doing there, since you
Yeah.
are going to be doing all the testing. And we did confirm our benching, right?
Yes, we did.
Okay. So if you aren't lifting, we'll know. We will know. So we will know. And then you know what else is happening next weekend?
No. What else is happening?
The Bay Area Panthers open tryout for the IFL team
Oh, that's right. In the morning.
in the morning. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, I've been running, I've been lifting, so I'm ready to go. I'm gonna make a comeback.
Yeah. Hey, it's for anyone that's 18 and up. If you want to, you know,
I'm
go try out.
definitely up. No, that's
No,
cool. I mean, this is local, so I can think of like several guys that should take this opportunity, really.
Yeah.
So
And honestly, everything now is like it's all about opportunity. You know, I think everyone needs to kind of like think about it that way. Like, you know, everything that's coming for you guys, you know, with Top Dog, and then, you know, with all these 7-on-7, the 5v5, or whatever lineman challenges that they have, it's opportunity. It's opportunity to get better. It's opportunity to be told, like, you know, what you still need to work on so that you can be better for your season.
yeah,
That's what it's all
I
about,
agree.
you know, and it just puts standards. And that's the thing, like, you know, it's standards, right? So if you're not at the standards of like, you know, what someone wants to see, then you have time to work on it.
Yeah,
And that's it.
I
It's
agree.
not rocket science.
So did you see the Super Bowl?
I did.
What'd you think?
I think Rihanna did a great job. Are we talking about the game?
That's really interesting that you said that, because I did not watch the game. I watched the halftime show.
Yeah.
I don't know. I can't watch games, football games, unless it's like super important. So I watched
Yeah.
the first the 4 or 5 minutes before halftime, watched halftime, went to Costco after halftime.
I'm not gonna lie, like I
And I
was
watched the
watching.
highlights afterwards.
Yeah, I got through the second, I was in the second quarter, and then I think I passed out.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we had
sorry,
a tournament, right? We had a tournament before the Super Bowl.
yeah, I
And
was tired.
I know I'm not the only one that does this, that goes through this, but a lot of people think I'm like an encyclopedia when it comes to football, and you know that I know anything and everything about football. No, man. I know enough, and I know high school. I know Bay Area high school. I know WCAL football, but honestly, like I have no interest watching pro sports sometimes. I just I just don't. College? Yes, I do. I watch some college. I like Michigan, I like Georgia. I like Cal, Stanford, San Jose State, Fresno State. Not a huge fan of USC, but for the most part, it's like I try to keep up with the guys from here who are in college. And that's kind
Yeah.
of, so yeah, I thought that was interesting that the halftime show had more viewers than the actual game.
Hmm.
Because
Yeah.
Miss Rihanna, she did her thing.
She
No,
did her thing.
I would rank that as one of the best. If not, maybe, yeah, I'd go top 5 on that one.
Yeah.
What's your
I would
top?
still have,
What about you? What's your top? What's your top 5?
well, I would have to say Super Bowl 50 because I was in the halftime show. So
No, you
I
really?
was, yeah,
Wait,
I
is
was
that the
in
one at Levi's?
at Levi's. I was in the halftime show.
Wow. Were you one of the Jabberwockies or?
No, I was with Coldplay. I was in
Nice.
their set. I was in their set. So um
What
that
was
was
your
probably my
role?
I ran down the field with a flag
No way.
and
Nice.
and I stood on the sideline and waved my flag.
There you go.
Hey, I got to say it. I got to be there. I got to it was cool. I would say that one. Who else had a good one? Honestly, the West Coast, the throwback, the one in
Last
LA
year, yeah.
last year, that was probably like, yeah, just because of who performed.
Hmm.
Um, J-Lo Shakira, that was a great one too. I don't know, it's too hard. It's too hard to pick like top 5. But I
Because
would say like the one that I was in is my favorite because I was in it. So that's all I could say.
yeah, I kind of like the I like the one with Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno's
I
the one
still
that
think
he
that's and Beyonce.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
like 1, 2 right there. And I put Rihanna third and the West Coast
Hmm.
fourth. And I'll go way back to Prince. Was that night
Yeah.
2003 or something like that?
I would change mine. I would probably have the same as yours, except I would probably change Prince to probably Michael Jackson's.
Ooh,
That was a good one too.
that was like 90s, right?
Hmm.
Oh, that's right. I wish they had like really good video of that. All the
Yeah,
video
there's
they have is grainy.
yeah, I mean, that's YouTube. That's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we had a good halftime show at the All-Star game.
Yeah, we did.
Maybe,
Did.
maybe we should get Rihanna for next year.
I think we should do I got an idea for next year. Next year is gonna be a bigger game for sure. It's already in the works. So stay tuned, people. And if you're a class of 2024, you might want to go to Top Dog 4 because a lot of our all-stars are going to come from Top Dog 4. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this weekend, Coach. I think it's going to be a great match between us again. Why are we playing each other? I don't get that.
I don't know. But you know what? We get to debut our new jerseys.
There you go. I think we're going to go red for this one.
I think we're gonna go well, we're just gonna bring both just because everyone wears black. So
Yeah.
we'll bring our alternates this weekend and we'll debut them.
Yeah. And I'll bring a bunch of like extra jerseys so we can switch people up during the games. No, I'm just kidding. We don't do that.
I mean,
Everybody else does it.
hey, you know what? I feel like at one tournament though, I feel like we should combine, and I think that team would win it all.
I
Hands
like
down,
that idea. Yeah.
that team will win it all.
Maybe we could go to quick 6
Or pylon.
or pylon. or the passing down, Morgan Hill passing down, the next
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
So,
we could probably do that and just win it. Who knows?
tough day on the map. Yeah.
But I
So,
mean,
yeah, we
got a
got
lot of
some
highlights.
stuff going on.
I know. And then next week we're probably just gonna cover everything about next weekend. So this week we teased it. Next week you better listen because we're gonna go through a lot of things you guys gotta know for next weekend.
Yep, it's gonna be nice. And with that, we're gonna leave you with a special feature on our guys, the champs of the Silicon Valley Classic, which everybody already seen on social media. So, hey, what about Parker, man? Come on, let's end it with Parker. How's that?
Parker 3, your
Parker
nephew?
3.
Your
Huh?
nephew? Your
My
nephew?
nephew. Okay, so he's my I'm adopting him officially as my nephew. And a couple of people already asked me and tried to put me on blast. Oh, you think Parker's the best player because he plays for you guys? Come on, he is a great player. He backs it. I got proof.
Okay, so here let me
I got proof.
silence these like naysayers, just because like I have my own team and I am from outside looking. I've only met Parker like through the camps and through GSF, and I train one of his teammates who speaks very highly of him as well, and it's put some respect on his name. Like he is the best player, right? Like right now he's the best player. I don't see anybody that's like kind of going against him right now.
There
He
you
does
go.
it all.
Yeah,
He does it all. He's fast, he's athletic, and here's the biggest one. He is a leader. He is a great leader.
he makes people better.
He does. And he
So
always picks everybody up.
I was looking at the first tournament, and then the second tournament, and then this tournament, and I was looking at his plays, how he's dropping back or doing his thing. Dude, he's improved from first tournament to this was our sixth of the season so far.
Mhm.
And the improvement is you could see it. And I'm like, man, a couple more tournaments, and man, he should really be a 3-star at least. So I don't know how that works. Again, I don't know how that works, but Parker 3 is a big time athlete. Kind of reminds me of a young McCaffrey. Like he's got that something about him, man. And here's the thing: the reason why I adopted him as my official, and I told his dad the same thing, and said I'm gonna adopt Parker as my nephew. Because family members think that their family members are the greatest. That's why I could say that Parker 3 is the best player in CCS. Because he's my nephew. He's family.
There you go.
No, and look, if anybody's got a problem with that, go to our website. You're gonna see a bunch of events coming up. Come out and show us what you could do. That's all I gotta say. We've seen a lot of guys in action during the football season and during the off season. Jalen Thomas, great athlete. He's another guy that I would say is one of the best. But right now, as far as 2024 is coming back, all around, somebody with the grades, somebody with the abilities, somebody that can execute, somebody that can make his teammates better, his team better, carry the team on his back. Parker 3, man. So, right?
Yeah, I can't argue that. Not at all.
And I love the confidence. He is gaining some major confidence, and that's huge. That's maturity right there. So it's just a matter of time. Somebody's going to give him a shot, and he's going to take it all the way. I've seen guys like him in the past. The first athlete that comes to mind is Jake Hayner. When Jake was at Monte Vista in Danville, Jake was a standout guy, but he was not like the guy. And then over the years, he just, took what's his. And now he's about to go to the NFL. So guys like Parker is somebody that you want on your team. And so we're fortunate to have him on our squad. And we're just having fun with this offseason thing. So but there was no doubt. I mean, shoot, he's gonna do some great things this coming fall. And you heard it first here on Get Sports Focus. Parker 3 is the best player in CCS.
Prove us wrong.
Ooh. All right, we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.